Hey, you gotta be genuine. That's
Welcome
the name of this game.
to the FND Podcast.
If you're
I'm
real,
Effin.
I yawned already.
you got
I'm
nothing to
Dean.
worry about. But if you're synthetic, you're starting to
I
morph
can't
your
even get
balls
started
into
without this going
Yeah.
south. Well, welcome. We've been on a small hiatus, and we're back now. So we're happy. I have dogs growling in the background. Can you hear them?
I can't hear a single one.
I'm
And
happy
yet
to hear
my husky is perfect and quiet in every way.
Hold on. Welcome to the FND Podcast. I'm Effin.
I'm Dean. This time with 100% less yawns.
100% less yawns. I may throw that into a blooper. So this is our second attempt at our first attempt. So maybe I'll throw in a blooper reel at the end. I was going to throw in a blooper reel of all my ums.
What do you think would be longer, your ums or my yawns?
Definitely my ums.
I can step up my numbers.
Please, I spend 90% of my time editing the ums out of these podcasts. And if I didn't say as often as I ummed, I would enjoy this so much more. But of course, I don't speak real good, so I'm working on it.
English are hard.
English are hard. This is another milestone. We did it. I'm going to do this, so hold on. Yep. You probably find it better than I can.
Ooh, am I looking?
I don't know. I don't see it. Here we go.
Do-do-do-do-do.
There we go. So, yay, another milestone.
Mine didn't work.
Why did we choose rocket ships versus...
Oh, mine did work.
Yay. Number 10. And the
It
end
was
of
the
your...
first one I found. I like the rocket ships.
I
I
do,
thought
too.
they were great.
They're taking off. We're taking off. Our numbers are booming. I think we have 4 likes now. Well, not really likes. No one's liking us. Views. And that's a big thing. The people who view it versus like it, why are you viewing and not giving it a thumbs up unless it really sucks? And then we're in trouble, kid, because we're getting a lot of views.
See, here's the problem. I go through the internet. I don't like anything.
That's true.
I liked our videos.
Well, you're not giving me the thumbs up. So anyway, I'm not looking to grovel.
I will go back and make sure I have all my thumbs up.
So our milestone, number 10, we did it. We hit 10 podcasts. That's exciting. Of course, this one won't come out for 5 weeks. But a lot of changes, a lot of updates, a lot of new things I'd like to discuss with you.
Here we go.
Getting someone to talk to, a third window, is more difficult than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
I get a lot of enthusiastic yays. I'd love to do it. But when it comes down to, hey, are you available at this day on this time? The enthusiastic level drops.
We live in a world that lacks follow through.
Right.
It's
So-
something I've been working on myself. That we live in a world that lacks follow through.
Listen, we can all improve on that. I am the world's greatest procrastinator, and I try to put off everything as much as I can. There's another one. Yawn.
Dumb counter. Once we get good at animation, we'll have like a little graphic in the corner.
We could do that.
It would be cool.
Or people would probably enjoy the blooper reel at the end of the show.
And it's too bad I went into bartending and not graphic design like the original plan.
I'd still love to see that Nightmare on Elm Street stop animation. Yeah,
I will add that to today's to-do list.
Since you have a plumber coming anyway.
Yep.
So finding a guest is going to be very difficult. So I decided that you and I can spend time bouncing off each other, since you haven't brought anybody to the table and leaving it all up to me.
I brought one person.
Yeah. Well, you did. You did bring one person. You did bring one person to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Out of 10.
No, we haven't had a guest every episode. Out of like 8.
True. 7, I think.
My numbers get better and better.
They do.
Like Marlo's here too.
I wish Marlo could talk. So I went around my business last night asking people last minute if they can join us. And they said, I'd love to. but not today. So I'm thinking of just topics you and I, and if we can find somebody that we can talk to, hopefully you and I could be interesting enough. I'm assuming that your contract has been renewed for at least another 3 or 4 episodes.
I'm here till you get sick of me.
More importantly, until you get sick of me.
Oh,
I'm uh,
we're
I, I'm
we're
not
stuck
everybody's
together then, I suppose.
I'm not everybody's cup of tea.
That's okay. I got water. I
And
don't
I got
even like tea.
honey water for me too. So I'm not
I never
sounding
did do
so.
that.
Uh, well, I listen some of these podcasts that are coming out. My voice changes greatly. I can do a voice like, "Shh,"
Or I can
Wasn't
do a
prepared for
voice
that.
like this.
but my voice has been coming out strange and gravelly. So I've been drinking honey water, which will help with that. So,
Vocal exercises get all the juices going.
so moving forward, we're going to try to get a guest regularly for this podcast if we can find someone silly enough to say yes, and more importantly, has the time to say yes.
Hmm.
And then the second part, do we want to continue to do this on a weekly basis or every 2 weeks? And then as a two-potter, since we've hit number 10, which most seasons have about 10 episodes, do we want to take a seasonal break for a few weeks? All good questions.
We do have a lot of seasons coming up, which is the busiest time of year for the service industry.
Exactly. Exactly. And the sad part, maybe, depending on how you look at it, we'd really only be upsetting 4 people.
They'd be very upset though.
They would be.
Uh, so my honest opinions on everything are we are more of an informational podcast. We're not your average sit down and chit chat podcast.
Yep.
The realistic side of it is there's really only so many chefs and hosts and people that we can interview and get different and interesting stories.
And are
Um,
awake at this time.
yeah, yeah. So I would say, the whole weekly release may not be the consistency aspect of it may not be important for the information that we are trying to get across.
Right. People don't need to hear about this every week. It's not timely.
Yeah. And it's more of the kind of podcast that I would expect people who are getting into things to go back and listen to as they're approaching or share with friends that are getting into it.
Right.
It's not something where, oh, January 1st, we're getting a new episode kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's more of like, hey, you should go back and listen to this one.
Not like Murders in the Building.
Yeah.
So
So I
this,
don't think it would
right.
hurt us to be any sort of bi-weekly, weekly. But that being said, you're headliner. You tell me what you want and I will make it happen.
Well, as you mentioned, we are going into a very busy season for
Hmm.
both of us. And there's another
That's okay. I stifled a yawn.
Uh, we are going into a busy season. So I think that we're going to need a break. We'll try to do it when we can. I have several in the can already, which will carry us for the next, if we went every 2 weeks, almost to the end of the year. And then we can take another break or fill in as we can as we go and do that. So we're not as you and I, because I don't want to take all your time up.
Yeah.
I
Well, I
really
just quit my
appreciate it.
dog walking job, so I have even more time.
I get it.
And I do enjoy getting to sit down and chit chat with you every week. This has been nice.
100%. 100%. I love it. I really do. So we will continue to evolve this podcast, and I don't have any feedback from anybody except from one of the 4 who says, "Great job, Daddy."
I can guess which one that was.
Yep.
Millie.
So I think unless we begin to get feedback and unless people tell us, hey, y'all suck and once a month would be better, or y'all are amazing. Continue to do it on a weekly basis.
That
We're
sounds
gonna
more likely.
we're gonna find I'm gonna release these with no type of schedule. And since I'm still a neophyte with the computer, the way I'm going to announce it or promote it's going to be difficult on my website. Hey, another podcast this week, or no podcast this week. We're taking a break for 2 weeks to celebrate Christmas with our families.
Distance makes the heart go fonder.
Yes. So, do you really think you can get more fonder of me?
No,
That's
no,
what I
I think
thought.
I maxed out about 20 years ago.
I agree, and
Hmm.
vice versa.
We've
I
just been coasting. It hasn't gotten worse if it makes you feel better.
It does, believe it or not. It's the small victories for me. It's the small
I'm
victories.
consistent.
Yay! So I love that. I love that.
Yay!
So moving forward, then this week's topic, or this bi-weekly's topic, or this bi-month, once a month topic, is why hospitality.
Because I wasn't gonna make it as a graphic designer. I don't know. It is a good topic though. I love it.
I
You wanna take off first or?
I, I I can because I am loaded for bear on that one. I just released a video through SMBD, this finger right there. Oh God, I'm so terrible with computers, and SMBD right there, right
There it
behind
is.
me.
That one.
Better yet, I'm just going to flash the logo. Serversandmanagers.com, which is all, there's another, which is all in my book, Servers and Managers Business Development. So from there, I just released an individual video on why hospitality. And the number one reason was that we'll take anybody. Anybody. If you're breathing, you're
True.
standing upright, you're clean,
Wow.
and you can, well,
Definitely. Definitely. Yeah.
you're clean.
If you're clean.
If you're clean,
I was on the opposite end. I heard that completely wrong. But
yes,
yes.
yes. And you can articulate a sentence or two, they'll find a position for you. You may bounce at a place or two to find the right place, but hospitality hires anybody and everybody.
Fun fact. We can so the fun fact that I overheard at work today is I have a one of my coworkers has a child who has learning disabilities, etc. And I found out that apparently there is I believe, coffee shop in my area that
Yes,
specifically hires people like that. I know for a fact that it might be another coffee shop, honestly, in Japan, where it is a restaurant or a cafe, something completely run by Alzheimer's patients. They hire
Alzheimer's.
them, and it's just the way the business is set up, it makes it easier for them so they can make it work. But like that's just a very cool business model to give someone in that like that
Right,
a place to work and something to do.
right. As I just mentioned, I mean, Japan is so much more progressive than we
Oh
are.
yeah.
They have people who are bedridden or with severe disabilities who control robots who wait on people
That part I hadn't
at
heard. That's cool.
restaurants. So again, I also know businesses that'll hire people that have been incarcerated or people that have had other issues with substances
Hmm.
who are trying to do better with their life.
That being said, it is also the easiest industry for people with substance abuse issues to get into those things.
Right, right. There will be a place for you. Hopefully
Speaking
you're
of
you're,
the
you're clean.
question
And
10.
question 10. What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Today it is toffee.
Toffee.
Yeah, there's this
Hello,
really
Marlo.
nice toffee one I've been getting.
We talked about that. Coffee and toffee don't get enough
Hmm.
love. They do not. So eh, they will hire anybody. And the great thing about it, you don't need any experience whatsoever. If you're moving, they will find a position for you and they will train you in that position 100%.
It's true.
Right? Yeah.
I've learned how to do everything. There was my first restaurant made it a point to learn how to do every single position. I did
Right.
salads, I did dishwashing, I was a hostess, counted money at the end of the night once. I
Right.
did all of it.
Yeah. Actually, in my book, Servers and Managers Business Development, I have a workbook in here for new hires. And on day one for new hires, in addition to showing them around and introducing them to everybody and telling them where to park and where your locker is and the employee break room and all of that, I get into servers who on day one work in the host position. So if you're a server, you need to work in the host position. So you know table numbers, you know seat numbers, you
Yeah,
know the
it's the
flow.
fastest way to learn them.
Right,
I don't know the
right.
table numbers at my new job yet.
And there are slow
We don't
times
use them
at the
often.
host stand, so you can memorize the menu and the drink lists and the wine lists. So when you're ready to move over, you're that much ahead of the game.
Where I studied for all of my hostess or my server test was at the host stand.
Right, right. And it's the business gives you that, they give you all the training and the opportunity to grow. If I'm not mistaken, the first job you had was in an ice cream shop.
Technically. Technically. There was a coffee shop, but we don't talk about that.
The ice cream shop, you had a boss named Ross.
Hmm.
How old was he?
He was at the time, I want to say somewhere like right around 20 to 21.
Right. 20 to 21. And he was
Hmm.
managing the place.
Yep.
20 to 21. So I talked about in my video that you could start at that job in some places at the age of 15 and they'll limit your hours in position.
I think you
But
could
if
start
you're,
at 13 at that ice cream. I might be making that part up, but I feel like there was like a 13 or 14-year-old who has allowed very limited hours.
I'm surprised, but typically it's around 15.
Hmm.
It's
I
typically,
just
and,
remember Jean being jealous that I hadn't started earlier.
but you can move up quick. So if you started at 15 and Ross is 21 in 6 years, you can manage
Oh,
the
I was.
business.
I
Right,
was. I got asked to go back and manage that ice cream shop at 22, 23, I think.
right. It's a tremendous business with tremendous growth. If you keep your ears open, you listen to what the people who have been there before tell you what to expect and what to do, and you learn. It's great on the job training. I mean, Mark Twain said, I don't let schooling get in the way of my education. It's the greatest hands on education you can have. And the opportunity to start off from nothing to management in such a short period of time. And then you can bounce around. And I was thinking about that when I was thinking about last night when I was thinking about this podcast, that there are managers of certain restaurants and restaurant chains that are making well into the six figures. And I know country club general managers that are making close to $500,000 a year plus bonuses. That's incredible
I gotta
money.
get into country clubs. What am I doing?
And they're in their 40s.
Yeah.
So
I
in
mean,
20 years,
I remember there was someone who started at my last job with zero experience. Zero experience. I taught this person how to make everything. Didn't know anything. Ask me if gin goes in a gin and tonic kind of questions. And at about 23 or 24, He had the initiative to talk to the manager, and she asked him if she wanted to start doing any training, and he said, "Yeah, I absolutely do. Also, if any management position opens up, let me know. I want it." Months later, he's a salaried manager at 23 years old
It's unbelievable.
of a
It's a,
restaurant, of a staple restaurant that's been in downtown Raleigh for over 30 years. Like,
wow.
it's not a huge spot, but it was a very good job move for him at
And
his
he's
young age.
claiming it for his own at such an
Hmm.
early age. And he'll only go up from there. When
He worked there for 2 years, not
I,
even before getting that promotion.
wow, that's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
And he had the initiative. He took the time and he did it.
Right, right. And it's a smile. It's not hard. So there are only really four things you need to bring to the table to be successful. And that was a smile, an enthusiasm for your job, a genuine excitement. So that when you're meeting people, tables and guests, that they can feel that positive energy. A willingness to learn was number three. Keeping your ears open and listening to what people above you have to say and teach you. And then finally, that you are part of a team and that you have a job to do. And if you can focus on doing your job, your teammates can do their job, and everybody will be successful and grow. And that's it. That's all you need to,
That easy.
that easy. It's incredible. It's incredible. So I love the industry and the fact that you're giving to others is a
I've been trying to
tremendous
think
feeling.
my reason for being service industry, why I chose it. I think I chose it. If I think about why I chose it, I think I chose it because it was the first thing I managed to get into.
Right.
So for me, it was less of a why service industry and more of a why I've stuck around.
It grabs you.
Um,
It's
it
such
does. It is the stories that I have. I have
right.
so many stories that we can do a podcast.
Right. Right.
The my main reason I think is the freedom to still have a real life outside of my job.
Right.
When I clock out, I clock out. I don't have anyone calling me and asking me about, this paper that I was supposed to submit. I can go on vacation and I know my restaurant's not going to burn. And even if I
Right.
was in management, I think I would be able to do that.
Right. No one's losing a finger and toe in this business.
Well,
Well, hypothetically,
um,
theoretically,
if I wanted to go to work tonight, I can text everyone working right now, and I promise you I could pick up a shift.
right.
And the opposite end of that, if I didn't want to go to work today, I can call in and say, hey, someone cover this.
Right.
It's so easy to change my schedule. It's so easy to make my own schedule.
Right. It's what you put into it. It's how
There's so many options for hours, for
right.
days. If I want weekends off, I can take
Positions.
them. Mm-hmm.
Positions. Hey, so and so, I heard so and so who's the brewmaster is going on vacation. And I know you're training an assistant brewmaster. Any chance I can stick around and just listen, be a bird on your shoulder and listen to what you're saying so I can begin to pick that up?
I'd love to get my 40 hours in 4 days and have 3 days off.
Right.
I can and have done it before.
Right. Right. Most important, you know that if you're going away, you're not getting 100 emails. Where are you? What's going on? Where's this? Where's
One of
that?
my friends, we just came back from vacation. One of my friends came back to 193 emails.
190. That used to, when
193.
I worked in marketing and advertising in New York City, and the same thing. I hated going away. It took me several hours my first day back just to go through the emails and then the mail that's left on the desk and then all the inter-office envelopes. I never went away. I
And I'm
never
sure
took
you have to
vacation.
check everything.
Right.
There are very few things where you can look at it and go, that one's not important, or that can wait.
Right. Oh, it was so frustrating coming back from a vacation. You just got smacked with inundated with the amount of work and emails and correspondence that you have to deal with. It takes a whole day, day and a half just to get through that.
On the other hand, though, coming back from vacation, I don't know if you load up the doubles like some of us do.
Right.
But before vacation, if I'm going on vacation on Wednesday, I'd work all day Monday and Tuesday. I just got back from vacation. My first day back at work, worked open to close all the way through,
Right. And made some
which is
great
only
money.
10 to 10, but
12 hours is still a great day, kid.
yeah, it was a good one. It was a long one.
Yeah, I mean, you're on your feet. The other side is you're on your feet all day.
Mm-hmm.
You're running around. You're not standing still in this business. It is not for an individual that wants to be complacent
There
or
is no sit down and have your lunch break. Sometimes your lunch break is running into the kitchen, taking a bite of your sandwich, and then running back out to greet the next table.
which kind of a quick story that usually happens. My lunch break is at 6 o'clock at night. It's my peanut butter and jelly time. And I run back and I have a little lunch box and I'll set it up, and then I'll run back into the dining room and check on my tables. Then I'll run back to my lunchbox and take a bite of my sandwich and wash it quickly down with whatever I have as my beverage of choice, usually water, and then rush back to my tables, quickly swallowing the food as I'm pushing through the double doors into the dining room.
Oh, I've
So
mastered the art of chewing without actually moving my mouth so that my tables can't see.
right. That's usually how we eat in this business. It's tough. So I was doing that last night and we were crushed. It was Thursday night, pasta night, and we had a full dining room and then we had a wait list for 15 minutes. And I've been at this place for a year and a half and we've never had a 15-minute wait list. But we had a 15-minute waiting list and we had a family, 4 kids and their dad, just sitting around waiting and waiting and waiting. And we didn't have a spot for 5 people. And the kids, hey, we're hungry, we're hungry, we're hungry. So finally we got a table for them. And I was lucky enough to take care of them. And one of the young kids, a boy, 12 years old, turns to me and says, "What kind of dinosaur did you ride in on today?" I said, "What?" And he said, "What kind of dinosaur? You're really gray. You seem old. What kind of dinosaur did you ride in to work in today?"
What kind of dinosaur was it?
I said, "It was a triceratops, and his name was Petey."
I like that.
And then I said, "I ever hear you open your mouth again, you..."
Wipes the blood off my knuckles. I can
Man,
say one word in sign language. It's dinosaur.
That's really...
Yep, it was a
So tonight is Halloween for us at the club. So those kids are going to come in tonight, and I'm going to teach them that. I'm going to say, "This is dinosaur," and
What
bam,
PD looks like.
bam,
Yep,
bam.
you're already in the fist.
There you go. So we'll see. I don't know if I can get away with beating a 12-year-old kid,
No.
even if he is a wild.
Those 12-year-olds are getting bigger and bigger every year. I'm sure he could take you. That's not true.
Anybody can take me.
No.
Yes, I may have a tough exterior, but I have a warm nougat center.
It's the Bumblebee shirt. It gives you away.
I'm filled with honey and love.
Mm-hmm.
I'm filled with honey and love. So it's a great thing about this business. The fact is that anybody can do it. And we were at this podcast. We were what was that, 4?
No, I think I lost count.
Me too. I think we were trying to reach a young group of people, 11, 12, 13, who...
Oh, not anymore. You just scared them all off.
True. Who's ever left. If you're looking to get into this business, I recommend hospitality. It is a tremendous feeling being service to
Start of the ice cream shops. You get so much free ice cream. It's not even funny.
There's that. And if you can find the right...
Work somewhere where you like the food.
Right.
Don't go to a coffee shop and work mornings if you're not a morning person and you hate coffee.
Right.
I went back twice.
We've
I worked at 2 different coffee shops and they were terrible both times.
and you're fast. You did the morning shift. You
And
had
then
to
I
get up
went and
early.
did breakfast somewhere. Twice. I've worked breakfast places twice too.
Right, but it's a great experience.
It was so much fun. Breakfast is such a fun industry to work.
Oh, it is. Unless you're a bartender for breakfast, any other
No, it's really
position,
difficult to sell a shot at 11 in the morning. I've done it, but believe me, it is tough.
there are a few. But breakfast in any other position is a lot of fun. The people in the morning are a special kind of people. We had diners in New York. So hanging out with the servers at a diner at 6 in the morning, 6:30 in the morning, the energy and the enthusiasm for their position and their job just made even eating at a diner a wonderful experience. Again, it's what you put into it, and it's a great thing about this job. So I think we have exhausted this topic, at least to try to remain within our 30, 40-minute time frame. We can go on forever on all of this. So I do appreciate that. I would like to say that anything you need to learn about this business, you can find in my book, Servers and Managers Business Development, which is the quintessential authority for servers and managers in this business. You can learn about this book on my website, serversandmanagers.com.
See, what we need to get is we need to get Zoom to do a reaction for us. I wonder if we can make like our own sticker and then we can just have the book floating around.
We could.
Pretend my rocket ships are books. They look the same.
I wonder, we probably could. And a lot of it's AI, but I'm not messing with AI. That's why these podcasts are semi-pathetic, because AI has nothing to do with it. It's all me. I don't want to. I'm old school, hands-on, and none of this is being used or utilized through AI. That's probably why you get so many ums. So D,
ChatGPT would get rid of them for you.
They would, and they'd make the podcast smoother.
And then you'd have 7 thumbs for some reason.
I don't want to risk it. Although,
That's
what
too many
makes you
thumbs.
think I don't have 7 thumbs?
Lucky guess.
I'm an anomaly in so many ways.
Oh,
I'm effing.
all right. I'm Dean.
And Dean, I really do appreciate you. I love you.
Here's one more yawn for the road.
That's a good one.
Oh, thanks.
I think you got some cavities.
I'm trying to see if I can get you. It didn't work, but oh well.
No.
I guess.
I really do appreciate everybody. Thank you for watching our podcast. Any final words, Dean?
I'm not here.
We love you. God bless you. And thank you all.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo to you too.